Danke. Für die Kommission darf ich nun Frau Kommissarin Mairead McGuinness das Wort erteilen.
Danke, Herr President. Good evening, colleagues. Really to just thank the Chamber for putting this debate on your agenda, and I speak obviously on behalf of Commissioner Johansson. I think as we close this debate, we know that this discussion is far from over. People get into small boats and embark on dangerous journeys because there are no legal ways for them to get to Europe. And many of you have expressed the need for safe legal pathways, and that is something that we support. Let's look at the realities of the European Union today. We reckon that in the healthcare area, 2 million professionals are needed. We also know that by 2030, there will be 7 million vacancies in long-term care alone. MEP Daly mentioned that these people are assets. They're human beings with the capacity to contribute. And those who get into boats do it putting their lives at risk because they want something better. I also recall that this is what we call the European Year of Skills. And to tell this House that we are making progress on talent partnerships with key partner countries. We're starting with Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Bangladesh and Pakistan, and we're looking at Nigeria in the near future. Our member states are fully involved, and this is really essential for success. Our first roundtable took place with Bangladesh on March the 1st, with strong interest from Italy and Germany to foster labour mobility, which should include skills development and skills certification. And today, our roundtable meeting is taking place with Pakistan. Just last week, the first global jobs fair for refugee talent was organised in Amman. This work can provide safe avenues and lead to jobs and opportunities. For example, over 100 refugees have been interviewed by potential employers. This is the future. It's in stark contrast to the terrible tragedies at sea. People smugglers, and we have to call them out, people smugglers are to blame for these tragedies. They exploit people's dreams. They turn them into nightmares. These people end up in shipwrecks on the high seas or in airtight vans on the highways. We think about the 18 people found dead in a lorry in Bulgaria, the people drowned near Calabria, left to die, abandoned by smugglers who saved their own skins. Colleagues, these tragedies should galvanise us, should forge our determination, steel our resolve to fight the smugglers relentlessly by air, by sea and by land. We have to fight these smugglers as Team Europe and with our partners to do what we can to prevent people from getting into the smugglers' boats, to prevent irregular departures, to work better together to save lives. Next Monday, Commissioner Johansson will meet with African Union Commissioner Samatta, High Commissioner for Refugees Grandi, and Director General of the IMO, Antonio Vittori. And this is done in our trialogue task force on Libya. And the idea behind this is to prepare our high-level dialogue with Libyan authorities. And we have 3 key objectives: protecting the most vulnerable people in detention centres, including women and children, fighting smuggling and protecting victims, stepping up on returns, evacuations through the emergency transit mechanism, resettlements and reintegration of migrants. I welcome the interventions today that called for swift progress and adoption of the Pact on Migration and Asylum. I agree it is high time to do that, and I'm encouraged by the good progress made by this House and by the Council. I very much welcome the mandates you will agree on next week. We have a roadmap and we are on the right track. We now need to stay on track. There is a new mood in the Council, a strong will to move forward. So the momentum is there. The time is right for an agreement on this pact. And together, I think we should remember that the objectives are to save lives. The figure was mentioned. I think MEP Wallace mentioned a figure of several thousand human beings whose lives have been lost at sea, and perhaps many more thousands that have not been counted. I think we can address that collectively, Parliament, Council and Commission. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Commissioner. And let me now give the floor to the Minister, Madame ROSWALL. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam President, honourable members, Commissioner. Thank you for this debate. There is no doubt that the situation at our maritime borders must be dealt with in an effective and timely manner in accordance with European and international law. Let me be clear, our priority is to save lives at sea. In this regard, cooperation with third countries can help to prevent irregular departures. The EU has been working together with key partners in North Africa for many years with the aim to strengthen their border management as well as their search and rescue capacities. This has helped to build up capacities for the international protection and migration management in the entire region. These partnerships are also important to strengthen the operational framework in partner countries in response to migrant smugglers. Let me also say once again, and this is a clear message from this debate, that the reoccurring tragedies at sea remind us that a common European response is the only way forward. We must work together to ensure a functioning, coherent and predictable European migration policy and a whole government approach. As I have already underlined, the Presidency intends to continue facing a global approach to migration based on a balance between solidarity and responsibility. We have the firm will to find a common approach, and we are determined to persuade this commitment. Once again, thank you for the debate and for your attention.
Thank you very much, Madam Minister.